Hey friends, welcome to Taka Tarot. I have got an exciting announcement for you before we get to the reading. I am launching a new lunar smudge series. I have lovingly handcrafted 4 different smudge blends for you to use in your meditations, grounding, your full moon rituals, and wherever else it may resonate. Each blend has been years in the making, and many of the plant allies have been personally wildcrafted by yours truly from the beautiful farm that I reside on in Washington State. And the non-native plant allies used have been sourced ethically and sustainably. 4 of the lunar moon cycles have been honored and represented in this series: new moon, first quarter, third quarter, and full moon, and each has a winged animal teacher aligned with each cycle. I could not do this without the generosity of the Coast Salish land that I reside on, nor could I do it without the guidance and love from my plant and animal allies and the moon herself. I also couldn't do this without you. Your collective energy has been the inspiration to bring these blends together to share with you. Please visit www.takatarot.com, that's T-A-K-A tarot.com, to learn more about these smudge blends and place your order. I'm also running a grand opening and new moon special from now until the full moon in Sagittarius on May 26th. So between now and then, at checkout, use coupon code TAURUSMOON to receive 20% off of your entire order. If you are Black, Indigenous, and persons of color, contact me directly through my website for a special discount code. Hishka, thank you, and be well. Let's get to your reading. Hey friends, Crystal here with Taka Tarot. Thank you for sharing in my good news just a minute ago about the new lunar smudge series that I'm launching. And again, if you're interested in a personal reading or if you're interested in learning more about the lunar smudge series, you can check all of that out at takatarot.com, and that is T-A-K-A tarot.com. I want to get to your reading straight away. This is the reading for the new moon in Taurus, which will occur on Tuesday, well, if you're in the Western Hemisphere, Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. And you tend to feel energies of moon cycles 3 days before and 3 days after, so we're kind of right in the thick of that 3 days before. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And I'm also recording on Sunday, May 9th, which is Mother's Day here in the US. So I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there, moms of human babies, moms of fur babies, aunties, you know, all of that good mother energy. You are the life bringers, the life givers, and none of this would be possible without you. So thank you and Happy Mother's Day. All right, let's get to it. So first up, you've got the 5 of Wands. And the 5 of Wands energy that I'm getting for this particular read is, this is kind of an action card from Spirit, if you will. So perhaps you've been working on some different projects or areas in your life. Maybe you've been doing some shadow work for a while. You know, maybe you've been building yourself up or building a certain skill set or building resources to start a business or something. And up until now, you haven't really been confident enough to put it way out there in the world, right? This has been kind of an in-home project, if you will, and you haven't put it out to the greater world. This card is saying go ahead and do that. You have tested your mettle here. You have done a lot of practice rounds. You know, essentially you've tried these 5 wands and the prognosis is good, right? Like you're getting good results back, not only on the reception from other people. Maybe you're starting to kind of dip your toe in certain ponds, you know, get out there a little bit more. We're able to get out there a little bit more with, you know, restrictions loosening up and people getting vaccinated and all of that. So, you know, maybe you're having an opportunity to kind of either unveil the new you, the post-COVID new you, or you are launching a business or a project or a creative endeavor and you're ready to put it out there. Or perhaps you're still feeling hesitant, but universe is saying, go ahead and put it out there. You've done these practice rounds. You've got the data that you need. All systems go. We're backing you up. Go ahead and do this. I think it might be the latter, actually, looking at these next 2 cards, though. Let's see if this camera will cooperate. There we go. This camera hates me sometimes, I swear. So, Knight of Wands reversed and Knight of Pentacles reversed. I am putting these together because they're kind of the same energy. This is a little bit of an energy of getting in your own way, a little bit of self-doubt, the mild lack of confidence. I don't feel this is a really heavy-duty lack of confidence because you've got a Knight of Pentacles, that's student energy anyway, and you've got a Nine of Wands, which is a victory after the battle card. You're almost there. You're almost to the 10. So upright, these are awesome cards, right? This is you getting through, you know, with this Nine of Wands here. Oops, I'm backwards on the camera. With the Nine of Wands here, you know, you're getting maybe out of that dark night of the soul, or you're getting out of that, you know, kind of challenging growth period that's been going on for a while. And you're ready to launch this project, launch this new you, launch this new outlook, what have you. And Knight of Pentacles tells me that, upright, tells me that you are feeling good about that. There's still a lot that you don't know, but you know enough to be able to start putting a plan together and putting that plan into action. But both of these came reversed. So since these are such positive cards upright, I feel like, you know, this is a mild version of getting in your own way, a mild version of self-doubt. You know, you don't have to go back and do a bunch of, you know, dark night of the soul kind of work here. You done it. These 5 wands are probably it. But you're still kind of getting in your own way. You're just kind of being hesitant, and, you know, you get those nagging feelings of like, what if this doesn't work? You know, what if I throw a party and nobody comes? You know, that kind of energy. And so I think Spirit is bringing these out because they're saying, hey, just be mindful of this energy. Yes, you may feel a little insecure. You may feel a little unsteady on your feet because that's just human nature, right? That's very common. But you're okay. You're okay. We want to acknowledge this because we also want to support and advise you, like good grandmothers do. We want to support and advise you to be mindful of this and push through that. I mean, the Nine of Wands upright is a pushing through card. So, you know, this could almost come out like this, right? Almost there. Just push through it. One final push. Oops. I think this is really grandmotherly advice because of these next 2 cards, the Empress and the 6 of Swords. Now the Empress, again, happy Mother's Day. The Empress is abundant energy. It's creative energy. It's life-giving energy. More traditional decks would have a pregnant woman on this card. Here we have a pregnant cow. It's an animal deck. What are you going to do? So Empress is all about that feminine energy, that abundant, creative, life-giving energy. And by life-giving, it could mean literally, you know, bringing life into the world. You may be wanting to get pregnant, and you know, it's you're looking pretty fertile right now, and that might be, you know, the timing might be pretty divine on that. Or it could be more the birthing of an idea. Again, take it as it resonates. But this is an upright card. This is a major arcana card. This is kind of a big deal card. So, you know, this mild getting in your own way, push through that, because once you push through that, you have this. Yowza, that's what you're going for. And then a little more nice encouragement from Spirit. 6 of Swords, you have everything you need. This flying squirrel is, you know, he's going through a bit of a precarious route here. You know, we've got 6 swords. He's flying in between them. But the business end of the sword is in the tree, and he's flying through here with confidence. He's not going around. He's not going over. He's not going under. He's going through. And that takes some confidence, right? Because while the pointy end is in the tree, you know, the sides are pretty sharp still. And he's saying, nah, I'm cool. I've got it. I've got everything I need. I've got the skills. I've got the experience. I've got the wisdom. I've got the knowledge. And I've got the know-how. I've got the support, both internally and externally. I am good to go. I am ready to fully embrace this Empress energy. Very exciting. Very exciting. It gets even more exciting, friends, let me tell you. Because next up, you've got the Magician. And after that, you have the World. Let's talk about these. Magician is a magician, okay? This is an alchemist. This is someone who makes magic, who is the master or mistress of their own destiny, right? You are no longer in, if you were, you are no longer in a mindset of life happens to me and I have to deal with it. You are in the mindset of I co-create with spirit and I am in charge of my own life. I am in charge of my own destiny. There is a universal plan for me and I am here for it. I am on board. Spirit, universe, creator, source, whatever resonates with you, let's go ahead and co-create and see what we can do here. This is another high level card because this is a major arcana. This is another high level card similar to that Six of Swords. You have everything you need. You have all four elements down here, right? You've got your fire with the wands, you've got your water with the cup, you've got earth with the pentacle, and you've got air with the sword. You have everything you need. You have all four elements. There's an infinity symbol up here in the stars. The stars are all about hope as well, beacon of hope. You have many, many, many beacons of hope up here in this particular card. And then you have infinite possibilities right above this little fox's head. And look at the confidence. Very similar to the confidence of this guy. He could screw up, right? He could overshoot or undershoot this and hurt himself. He could be jumping in the wrong snowbank and meet the business end of something beneath that snow he can't see. Neither of them are worried about that. They're ready to just, Geronimo, here I go off that cliff. It's almost like a Fool card energy, but with more wisdom behind it. Really nice. Really nice. And then you've got the snow, which is about new beginnings and purity and innocence. You may be walking into this next moon cycle with kind of a clean slate internally. You know, you may be feeling really refreshed. You may have been shedding a lot of stuff for the last, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years even, in some cases 3. And things are starting to settle down a little bit. And going back to these two, this Nine of Wands and this Knight of Pentacles, both reversed, you may be feeling that way because things are starting to settle down a little bit. And it's funny when things are all riled up and really stressful and really intense, in the way that they have been for the last year and a half, when things start to settle down, we start to question it, right? We start to go, this feels kind of too good to be true. I don't know. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm really enjoying this time. I'm enjoying the way I feel. So there's got to be a catch, right? There's got to be a catch. That's what I think some of the energy that's coming from these two cards is, you're getting that, sorry guys, this camera hates me. There we go. Nine of Wands, King of Pentacles reverse. So, that's that, let me just wait for the shoe to drop. I don't know. I'm not going to put too much hope, faith, and trust in this because I've been here before and I've been sorely disappointed and kind of, in some ways embarrassed and sort of beat down. I don't know. But the rest of this read is saying that you can go ahead and let that go. At least for this cycle, you can go ahead and let that go because there's a lot of magic happening here. There's a lot of creative abundance, a lot of kind of, even though there's no cups on here, given the major arcanas that are on the board, there's cups at the bottom. But given the major arcanas that are on the board, your cups are full. You're good. Like, enjoy this time. And, I think this is one of the lessons that we often overlook as humans. I'm guilty of it as well because I happen to be human, is we go through hard times. We have the cyclical nature of life and we go through hard times and we grit our teeth and we get through it and we learn a lot of lessons from it, and they're very hard and they're very painful, but they're also very valuable and very beautiful at the same time. And then more often than not, we give ourselves credit for getting through those times and learning the lessons that we needed to learn, right? Shedding the skin that we need to and birthing anew. But oftentimes what we don't do is what we then forget to do is we forget to bask in the joy that is being presented to us, right? Like, good times are to be enjoyed. And if we have that nagging feeling in our head where it's like, oh, well, the shoe is going to drop and it's going to, it's going to be a shit sandwich again. And, it is going to be a shit sandwich again. But right now, it's not. And express that gratitude and express that joy and enjoy that abundance while you have it. Because you know what? That is what fills your cup when you get back to those challenging times, right? You can learn lessons in the good times as well. You don't have to always go through pain to learn lessons. And I think that's what a lot of this read is saying. And I think you're knowing that. I think you're starting to realize that with this magician, that, you know, you do have more control. Control is not the right word. You do have more agency. Let's say that. You have more agency than I think you've given yourself credit for in the past. And you're starting to realize that. And you're starting to understand the power and the confidence that comes with knowing that you have that agency. Very beautiful. Because then you've got the world. Yes, 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 yes. This is the end of the major arcana. You have done 1 through 20. You have gone through the valley of the shadow of death. You have taken your lumps. You have learned your lessons. You have found your joy. You have found your creative expression, your gratitude, your love, your stability, your security, your hope, so on. Right? And you're moving into a new direction. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Now again, let's look at these bookends, right? You've been testing out the waters. You've been testing out these new skills, this new idea, this new adventure, this new process, this new way of being, seeing, feeling, whatever, for a while, right? You've been in the training grounds. And then at the end of your read, you have the world. Yeah, take it out to the world, whatever that may be. Again, if it's just going out there and being like, you know what, I'm going to find my life partner. I'm going to find the right one that treats me the way I deserve to be treated, and I'm going to go out and do that. You go out and do that. Or I'm going to start this business, and it's going to be, it's part of my heart work. It's what I've wanted to do for a long time. Yeah, I'm scared as hell, and I've got some doubts and reservations, but I'm going to do it anyway, because honestly, if I really take stock in how I'm feeling and what it looks like with ego and insecurities aside, it looks good. Go forth and do. Enjoy. Enjoy. Especially given the foundational energy at the bottom of your spread, or at the bottom of the deck for your spread. 6 of Cups. This is the play and joy card. We've got 6 cups. They're all upright. This otter is even drinking from one because he knows that he can fill it up again. This is not a scarcity mindset. This is an abundance and joy mindset. You pair this up with the Empress, and this is the woman at the party that you want to spend time with, right? This is the life of the party in a good way. This is good energy, good medicine. Otters love to play. Otters are very social. They get it out there. They love being otters. And they know you love it when they are being otters, right? These are like the little clowns of or one of the little clowns of the animal kingdom. They're so cute. They're so cute and fun. And they know it. And they just live their life and float around and love it, just like they are doing in this card. So, you know, gather this energy of the otter, and enjoy the fact that you are having perhaps a bit of a mellow break in the drama, huh? Maybe a nice, enjoyable, relaxing, fun time where you're feeling good, creative juices are flowing, you're feeling like you've got agency, feeling like you've got directions to go, things feel a little lighter, makes sense. There's a lot of Gemini swirling around in this particular moon cycle. And then the Taurus, the energy of Taurus and the sign of Taurus is about hard work. But also about enjoying the pleasures of life. Taurus like the finer things. You know, they like the good food, the fine wine, the beautiful furnishings, surroundings. They can be hedonistic in kind of the best way. Like, you know, lay around on your ass and eat way too much one day because it is indulgent and you are a princess, and then at the end of it, sit around in your bathrobe and do your nails or get your nails done, whatever, right? This is Taurus energy, that reward, that abundance. Again, back to this Empress, we've got a cow, you know, Taurus energy, Empress. This is a very abundant moon cycle, and it's a new moon cycle, so it's time to start getting those projects out in the world. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Do I need to clarify anything here? Yes, I am going to clarify these little trouble spots here, this little like nagging grandma auntie situation. See if we can dig a little deeper into what your problem is. No, I'm kidding. Dig a little deeper into what's getting in your way here. All right, friends. 9 of Wands, a reverse, and Knight of Pentacles. Thank you. Neat. Yeah, kind of what I already said. So we've got, oh God, 3 cards for this camera. Let's see how this goes. So we've got wisdom, passion, and gratitude. And again, this is to clarify that Nine of Wands and Knight of Pentacles reversed, that sort of like hinky feeling of, oh, when's the other shoe gonna drop? This is too good to be true. I don't know. I'm sure there's something I made a mistake on that, you know, is gonna blow up in my face and blah, blah, blah. These 3 cards, these 3 chakra cards are saying, you know, really, really quiet that down and really acknowledge the wisdom and the passion that you have gathered so far. Okay? Express gratitude for where you've been, and definitely express gratitude for where you are right now. And front load a little, express some gratitude for where you're about to go, where you're about to be, right? But I think the big lesson here, one of the big lessons here in this reading, is to express gratitude right here where you're at. Because how offensive to the spirit world, right? Like, they bring you lessons, sure, but they also bring you wonderful joys and beauty and abundance in your life, and then you got to turn around and be like, oh, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. They're like, we just did you a solid. We just gave you this like beautiful bounty, and you want to get all up in your head about it? Help us out, come on. So whatever it works for you to sort of quiet your mind and get into that abundance mindset, get into that gratitude mentality, whether it's journaling, whether it's, you know, putting together a gratitude list, whether it's going out into nature and just kind of being in awe at the, you know, the painting that you're looking at in nature, you know, whatever makes sense for you, spending time with people, talking about your good fortune, whatever works for you, right? Whatever floats your boat. However you can get to this wisdom, passion, and gratitude will really be in your favor to kind of shake out this funk, this little residual funk. And I'm telling you, I don't think it'll take much. You know, you don't have to do some writhing of hands, gnashing of teeth, heavy-duty soul work here. You know, you might just need to go take a walk and you know, be happy that you have a beautiful day, right? Just boost, give a little shot in the arm of that positive energy. All right, let's get some oracles for you. I don't need to pull any majors. We once again have 3, and some really beautiful ones at that. But I also have some new oracle cards that I am so excited about. So I got the illustrated herbiary and the illustrated bestiary. And so we've got plant allies up in here. We've got more animals showing up on the scene in an oracle type fashion. So let me show off my snazzy new cards here and get you some oracle wisdom. Yeah, nice. Yep. Okay. 4 there. That was the illustrated bestiary. And now we'll take some from the illustrated herbiary because I want to show you both decks because they're so pretty. This art is beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Well, more of the same, friendos, just with some more art, some different words, and some pretty art. We're going to go with it. So, what I'm learning from these two oracle decks is these are not only, kind of your traditional oracle where you get sort of tangible advice, like little pearls of wisdom that you can take with you and, spark and carry with you during this next phase. But there's also just some on the ground, tangible items that may be helpful to you. Now, this is not saying, go out and buy these things and poof, everything will be fine. These are suggestions of tangible things, because some of us need to, especially as earth energy folks, some of us need to, feel and be part of things that are here on the earth. So let's talk about your plant allies first. One of my favorite plant allies, white sage. So clear the way. Clear the way. Back to that Nine of Wands reverse and that Knight of Pentacles reverse. Clear the way. Get that muck out. Get that funk out. That last little residual self-doubt. Let it go. Clear the air. Burn some sage. Do what you need to do. And clear that out. And you can do that by really expressing gratitude for the wisdom that you've gained. And tapping into that passion, that empress, that passionate, abundant empress energy. Fortitude, or lady's mantle. So fortitude is in a lot of ways turning that reverse Nine of Wands upright, right? That victory after the battle card, that one final push until you get to that full-on, 10 of Wands, where you put that bundle down and you go back to one, and the Ace of Wands is a huge spark of creativity, right? Like you put that 10 of Wands bundle down, and you are light as air, and you are fresh and ready for your new adventure with that nice lightning rod of the Ace of Wands. Fortitude is saying make that final push. Make that final push so you gather all of those lessons, and then you can take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and get to that beautiful, beautiful Ace of Wands. The road here is winding, such is the road of life, and perhaps this is the lesson that you've learned. Perhaps you've learned that, timelines and deadlines and your plans and straight paths, a linear way of thinking isn't the business. It's a long and winding road. Listen to that Beatles song, right? It's a long and winding road, and that's okay. That's okay, as it should be. It's much more interesting that way. And the old cliche, it's not just the destination, it's the journey, all that good stuff. This card also has literal roots in it, so we're talking about root chakra. And it's got a lot of sacral chakra energy as well with the orange. So, if you've been doing some work around those two, which in my experience, in my own work and working with others, those two chakras are incredibly heavy lifting, incredibly challenging work to do. So if you've had the fortitude to dig down and get dirty with some root chakra and some sacral chakra work, you're good. You're good. And what happens when you do the shadow work around these two? A little more sacral chakra work, you get your passion. Okay? The creative energy lives in your sacral chakra, and once you unblock that baby, whoo, watch out. Very nice. Lady's mantle is the plant here. Start fresh with the old chickweed. I'm not sure about the entire United States, but I know here on the West Coast in Washington, chickweed is blooming now. So if this is a plant ally that calls to you, you can probably go outside and find it. And chickweed's all about starting fresh. Chickweed is a prolific weed, a prolific nurturing plant, base plant, and they're cute. They're everywhere, and they don't need much. They don't need much. They don't need real sensitive soil. They don't care if it's sunny. They don't care if it's shady. They don't care if it's wet. They don't care if it's dry, rocky, sandy, whatever. They don't care. They're coming. They're starting fresh. They're chickweed. They do their thing. You should embody the same energy because you got a lot on your side. Again, let me repeat. Empress, Magician, the World. Nice. Alrighty, those are your plant friends. Now, let's look here. Look here at some more animal friends. Should be like zoo tarot. Love my animals. Alrighty. We've got change your perspective. This little nuthatch bird. Speaking of perspective, there we go, camera. So change your perspective. Again, back to those two. Shift those into upright, and you're fast moving into Empress, Six of Swords, Magician, and World energy. Right? Just change your perspective a little bit. Maybe go from nervousness to gratitude. Right? Go from self-doubt to passion. Go from worry and anxiety to wisdom. Shift your perspective, shift your direction. Kind of like the wind, right? If the wind blows from the north, it's a little colder than if it blows from the south. Free your inner fire. This bird is also often associated with the heart chakra and the root chakra, okay? Because this is, they're hitting the wood, how the woodpecker does. It's like a drum beat, or it's like a heartbeat, and that is the very core of our being. Again, back to being Mother's Day today. The first drum song that we hear, and the first rhythm that we know, is the beat of our mother's heart, and we seek that for the rest of our life. So, and what we find out as we move through life is that we internally are our own mother, grandmother, and child at all times. We can do that, okay? This could just be a little one-off too. Call your mom. It's Mother's Day. Call your mom. Renew your fire. We're going into lighter energies. I will say that. Eclipse season is coming up, and those can be pretty intense. And a lot of times, much like Mercury retrograde, people, as soon as they hear eclipse, they're like, "Oh my God, oh no, eclipse is gonna be so intense." Blah blah blah. Yeah. It's gonna be intense, sure. But I think you're getting into a place. We're all collectively getting into a place where the intensity is different. It's not so negatively intense. It's not so taxing. It's not such painful work. It's intense and like, holy shit, this is speeding up. Like, I'm going in a cool direction. Like, things are on fire. Nice. I like it. The sun is shining bright, and this is a happy time. Maybe I should second guess it. No, I don't have time to second guess this. All I have time to do is enjoy it. Love this for you. And a little cosmic joke to end it here. The last bestiary card that showed up, the last animal that showed up was the human. Remember forgetting. We as humans forget how interconnected we are to this planet, to the animals, to the plants, to our heart. Our heart is its own energy, right? We tend to sit in our headspace a lot. And that is, having a complex, sophisticated mind and free will and all that like we humans do is an absolute blessing, because there's so much wisdom and joy and learning that comes from that. But it's also our biggest design flaw, because we lead with our head more often, and we think of our heart as an afterthought, right? There are many parts to a car. There are many parts to a house. There are many parts to a family. There are many parts to everything. Yet we forget that at the very base level, that we are more than just our mind. We are more than just our ego. We are more than just our goals and our to-do lists and our whatevers. Like, we are part of a larger energy here. So back to that wisdom and passion and gratitude, expressing that, remembering where you came from, who you're connected to, what you're connected to. And again, it doesn't have to be too deep. It could just be a walk in the woods, right? A little walk in the park to kind of clear out the cobwebs and move into this Empress, Magician, World energy. And don't forget to play. Remember to play. We adult humans are very bad at that. We forget to play, because we're always waiting for the shoe to drop, or we always got something to do. We got to go to work, and we got to get this done. No. Today you are going to play. Okay? Oh, such nice light energy, even though this is an earth sign. It's definitely got that Taurus, like I was mentioning earlier, that Taurus, just finer things in life, enjoying life, luxury, hedonistic feeling to it, paired with that nice light air energy from all of the Gemini that's swirling around in our age of Aquarius. Oh, I think the age of Aquarius is starting to kind of boil and bubble and come to the surface, and I'm very, very excited about that. This is energy that I've been waiting for a very long time. So I'm sure you all have too. So nice job keeping the faith. We're getting there. We're practically we're here. Okay, so enjoy. Again, if you found something that resonated, I am so pleased, and I would love to hear that. Do like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading, and or the Lunar Smudge series, you can learn more at takataro.com. That is TAKA tarot.com. And until then, I love you all. See you at the full moon.